Hi, it's Zero and Amy, the Playhouse, Y94. Now, I don't know if our track record's really good in terms of like when people say like, hey guys, just wanted to see what people think. Is this a red flag? I feel like it always is. Like very rarely is it like, no, that's totally normal.
Yeah, that's an absolute green flag. What are you talking about?
Because if you already have been like, this feels weird, this feels like a red flag, it probably is. Every once in a while there's somebody that's being silly, but usually it's like, this is concerning.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like usually, there's something up.
Well, let's say there's something early in a relationship that old Stevie Boy did all the time. He would always do blank. And one of the things, whether you'd said it to him or not, you really appreciated about him was that he would always do blank. But then the blanking is a little less. Then suddenly you realize, oh, that never happens anymore. Red flag? Not knowing what the blank is?
Yeah, I mean, like he used to kind of leave me, but we had opposite work schedules. So he would come home and like almost on a post-it be like, good morning, have a great day. And those things used to happen a lot. But then now we're kind of on the same work schedule. So they've kind of stopped.
Oh, does it make you sad?
Not really. I mean, yes and no, but it's not a make or break moment for me.
Well, it's kind of where Paige is, but is the thing that it is just something that really just happens early in a relationship? That's the question. Can you lay it out for us there, Paige?
Yes. Okay. So I've been seeing a guy for about a year, and for like the first few months, it was okay. So he just couldn't keep his hands off me, like style groping, and I liked it. Like he was appropriate with it. It was never like bad timing or trying to show me off to people, but he would, grab me, like grab my butt or other things, and it just was like he just could not keep his hands off me, and I really, really liked it a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. And now, I mean, things are still good in our relationship, but the grabbing has slowed. I mean, honestly, it's basically stopped. And I confronted him one day and I said, you aren't grabbing my ass anymore, so
let's stick with butt.
Are you grabbing someone else's? And then it just turned into this huge fight, and he said I was crazy. And so then I did, in fact, act crazy, and now we're still, like, not okay after that. But I'm just wondering if his lack of grabbing me anymore is an actual red flag, or if maybe I am being crazy about it.
Is everything else pretty good other than you screaming at him about not grabbing your butt and him not grabbing your butt as much anymore? Like that is entirely the one red flag that has you concerned.
Yeah, honestly. I mean, we'll have little fights and stuff here and there, but we always resolve them, and it's never like a thing, It never turns into like a huge fight. It's just like a little thing here or there, and I don't know. I'm just worried or I don't, like, maybe it's not a big deal. Like, maybe that's just what happens in relationships. You kind of settle in, but I miss it. I don't know.
So I know we'll get some feedback for you, but do you think you could have just said, like, hey, I kind of miss you doing this? Or there's maybe a better way to have approached that, don't you suppose?
Maybe. I don't know. I just was caught up in the moment, and you assume the worst.
And I agree with Zero, where I think it could have been handled a different way. Yes, you noticed he's not as physical anymore, but instead of, and I'm bad at it too, assuming the worst, and oh my gosh, what is happening? But instead of immediately saying, you're not touching me, so you must be touching someone else, why don't you say, just like you said, I miss when you touch me. Hey, how come you're not grabbing my butt anymore? Or if you want him to do it, what if he's unloading the dishwasher or doing something, you give him a little butt squeeze, and he's like, I got to squeeze her butt now. I think there are different ways you could have gone and got him to be handsy more or let him know you miss it without accusing him of cheating on you.
It probably is one of those things that, drops off, maybe slows down a little bit. And I'm going to base this entirely off the fact that I've seen quite a few TikTok videos. I don't know what this says about my algorithm. I'll just go ahead and say that I saw them anyway, though.
Of what?
Where it's like, 2 weeks into dating, and she's like doing dishes or something, and he smacks her butt, and then it's like 2 months into dating, and like he like turns around to smack her butt, and then it's like 20 years into dating, and then he just kind of like walks by, and she's sad.
Has a finger up.
Yeah, just it kind of like it lessened over time. But I do think if you're like, I really miss you smacking my butt, like it would be a rare man that wouldn't be like, oh, cool, swack.
Yeah, I don't think he's cheating on you. I don't like, though, that when you brought it up, he called you crazy. Like, we don't need to go there. Was her line of thinking wrong? Yes. And that's what you could have said. Just because I'm not touching you doesn't mean I'm touching someone else. I don't like that he called her crazy. Both of you needed to handle this differently. And I do think things like that slow down. You're just around each other so much more. I think maybe at the beginning it's like exciting. And while your relationship, it kind of like slows down.
Are we trusting enough to play a TikTok video somebody just sent?
Uh-oh.
I'm
Okay,
a little
try
scared.
it. We have
I got
be ready for the
button ready.
bleep.
Why can't your boyfriend walk past you without slapping your butt? You might think he's just being horny or immature, but biologically, this is a vital signal known as physical checking. To the male primal brain, words are often too slow to register. Touch is an instant signal that bypasses logic and hits the nervous system directly. In the animal kingdom, bonded males constantly engage in contact with their mates. It is a non-verbal way of marking territory. He is silently saying, "You are mine and I am still attracted to you." When his hand connects, it releases a spike of bonding chemicals. It reassures his protective instinct that the connection is still alive. Imagine if he stopped doing it. He walks past you like a stranger. No touch, no playful smack, just respectful distance. That physical silence usually means the emotional polarity has faded. Absence of touch is far more dangerous than a playful slap. So don't roll your eyes too hard. That silly gesture is his way of checking in without saying a word. It confirms you are still partners. Let him have that moment of contact, because a relationship without play quickly becomes a roommate situation. So next time he does a drive-by slap, remember why.
Well, I guess I don't know how much validity there is to this random TikTok video, but if let's say that's true, that meant she does have a red flag on her hands.
But so many people are saying it's like new relationship, and then you think slow down. It's the evolution of relationships. I understand being hurt, it's not happening every now and then. Someone said not a red flag. My boyfriend was super handsy the first year, and now he's a little more chill. That doesn't mean he's cheating. It just means the relationship isn't brand new. And someone else said accusing someone of touching someone else because he stopped grabbing your butt would start a fight, I think, with anybody. Yep. That's a jump. She should have just said, "I miss when you were more affectionate," instead of, "Who else are you touching?"
Yeah, if you want to salvage your specific situation there, Paige, I think you got to circle back and be like, all right, I'm sorry, I got a little hot, but I do miss that. I could have approached it differently. I'm sorry I accused you of cheating on me for not grabbing my butt. You know, I do really kind of miss that, though, and I noticed you used to do it all the time. Da, da, da. I think if you eat a little bit of crow, you'll probably realize you guys are just fine, and from now on, you know, he won't be able to walk past without a tap of that tushy.
So, or anytime he walks by, you just like put your butt out and shake it.
Or you watch him overcompensate now, and you're like, God, now my butt hurts.
Someone did say they see your side, though. If someone is going from touching you all the time then to nothing, you're going to notice. So that probably would have messed with my head, too.